All right, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So we are back yet again, trying to get this bike back together. So in short, I did have to take these off. It took me about 2 hours to take off because I didn't realize I was pulling them off the wrong way. You have to push them towards the back of the bike and they'll start separating here, and we just kind of just wiggle it and it'll come right off. It took me like 10 minutes after I found that out from someone else. And the reason why I was taking these off, because I got to get the idle adjuster in. Since it is a different design, it was a lot stiffer, and the minute I took these off to put the idle adjuster in, the idle adjuster broke and snapped. So, well, now I have to wait again. But as you can see, the chain's off. I already started and I was just like, you idiot, pick up the freaking camera. I have a real problem with doing that. I start doing stuff and then realize that, you know, I should just be filming this as I'm doing it. I'm gonna be pulling the brakes off again. They're not bled. I think I said in the last video they were bled. I'm an idiot, they're not bled. So I'm gonna be doing that once I get this tire swapped out. Hopefully I can get it swapped out today or tomorrow. It is the weekend, so the only place is open is Cycle Gear. Next thing I'm gonna be doing today is doing this thing, what is it called? Subcage. Got that in from Coxton Parts. I'm just gonna install it, mock it up, see how it looks. I don't think I'm gonna run it like this. I'm probably gonna powder coat it. It is something that I probably can learn how to powder coat and do it myself. But the first order of business is definitely get this tire on, the new tire. I have it sitting over there. Someone had one brand new, same exact tire, the Continental. He had it for 80 bucks, so I went and picked it up. So we're gonna try to swap this out today, and that way I can get everything buttoned up, squared away, chain set, brakes bled, brakes on, everything good to go. Other than that, that's really it. I'm gonna say scratch putting the DCP rad cage on, and I'm just gonna throw coolant in it, let it burp the system, get it going, and that way I can just ride the bike around. But enough of that. Let's go ahead and let's swap this tire out. Alright, so everything's on. I'm gonna go ahead and button up the chain area. I'm gonna set the chain. Probably gonna run a little bit looser than normal. That little line, I guess as long as it's in this area, it's new, and then this is like, hey, warning you. I don't know why it's blue. And then obviously this tells you to replace the chain. I like that. That's pretty good. It's going to loosen a little bit once the chain starts stretching, so adjust as needed. Now we're gonna go ahead and get the sub cage on. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. 2 bolts here, 2 bolts on the other side. Reverse the steps, use the same hardware, and you should be good to go. Come to the conclusion that I also need to get a tripod, because right now this is my tripod to get the angles. So if you're ever wondering how I'm doing this, this is how. Yeah, so seats them a little bit further back, which I actually like. She looking good. She looking wide from the back. I have no idea what else to do. I do have to cut the seat, so I'm gonna cut the seat. Sorry, I forgot to pick up the camera, like I usually do. So what I'm doing here is I'm cutting a foot hole in the OEM seat. I'm gonna cut pretty much the border to go up here, and then cut straight across down to here, and then right to there. So pretty much just this big spot right here, and that should be enough for a foot to cut through. If I have to cut a little bit further out, I will if I have to, like I said. Alright, so got everything cut out, the foam and whatnot. Pretty easy, to be honest with you. Once I got all this plastic through, I'm just gonna leave it like this. I'm really not gonna go too crazy. I'm trying to clean it up. I am gonna buy another one of these seats because they're only like 20 bucks on eBay, so I'll buy one just in case, you know, I want to ride a bike and I have a passenger. For now, I think this will suffice. I'm not really going to be putting my foot in here too often. But yeah, I'm going to put that on real quick, and then I'm going to tackle the throttle tube cables because, oh god, I remember last time trying to set these because they are 1000 RR cables, so they are longer. What a pain in the fucking cock. Honestly, I've been trying for the past like 45 minutes to try to get these cables on. One goes on very easily, but it doesn't actually sit in here for some odd reason. I fucking don't know. It just sucks because I'm at like a standstill, and I feel like this video is gonna be like 10, not even 10 minutes, probably like 5 or 6 minutes long. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to stop this video here. Okay, well, I found out something I wanted to do. I forgot that I wanted to do was modify the exhaust. So as you can see, this is how the stock, well, stock routing, I guess you could call it. And then this thing will sit up here like that. I don't want this exhaust that big. I want it to literally just kind of come out somewhere here or whatever. Now this thing is pretty fucking big. I know you can cut it and then just rivet it back on somehow or whatever, but I'm gonna try modifying it so it's kind of like out like this and see how I like it. I do have to keep the stock O2 housing in place. I'm gonna work this for now, and I'll come back to you guys when I have a game plan. All right, so it is not the cleanest look, but it is a lot better. I'll probably go ahead and just order a stubby one. So it's literally just mounts here and then just stubby, or I may just cut this one in half, and that way it's kind of just like here, and then it'll just have this tip sticking out. But whatever, it works. Worst comes to worst, I'll just have to run this pipe just open how it is right there. Just took the pipe, cut right along this little bracket or whatever it is, mounted it, and I'm just going to tighten the clamps up, and then I can put the what's that thing called, the O2 in. I think we should be pretty money. This is literally right up against the frame, so it can't go any further that way as much as I would like it to. I have a real problem when I start getting into the groove of situating things and lining things up and everything. I don't really film it because then it's just like when I try to edit it, it's just a lot of me walking back and forth, thinking, setting, thinking, walking back and forth, maybe going to the bathroom. Again, this is probably just temporary. I do want to get this company in Great Britain or Poland or something that makes a actual pipe for it. But for now, this will work. I just got to order my grip tape. I want to order F4i throttle cables because they are a little bit shorter. But the bike's coming along pretty good. Sitting on the ground. She's looking beefy, wide. I can't wait to ride her. I think I am going to go ahead and end today's video. Probably probably won't be as long. I'm probably gonna skip a lot of the footage and the install stuff, so I do apologize that I'm really not filming a lot of the install stuff. But she's almost done. She's almost ready to ride, but my battery's running really low, so hope you guys stay in tune. Hope you guys are ready for this. I am going to actually practice on this bike. I'm very nervous still, and won't lie, but hopefully we get this bike going pretty soon before I lose interest. You guys already know what to do. Y'all need to stay hungry, stay humble. Your boy Machine here. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later. Bye.
I swear to God, man, I'ma make it soon. Silence all the haters as they see us making moves. I do what I want, so I got nothing to prove. Staying motivated, teaching others what to do. I'm staying focused, my mind is open. They start to notice that I'm in motion.